Pete Thamel just had a report about the Georgia Bulldogs. Carson Beck has hit the transfer portal.
Whoa, no.
An ESPN source, Beck originally stated that he planned to enter the NFL draft. On 3 now, first reported that Beck's intentions have also gone to the transfer portal. Can you do both?
Cam Ward kind of.
Yeah, Cam Ward
played around
You can
with
do
it.
whatever you want. Did he get Tommy John on his elbow?
Yes, it's definitely yes, absolutely calling up Pete right now.
Good move.
He probably got some information back, some grades back. Maybe didn't love where he was projected. So, you know what?
Especially with the injury that he got to his elbow, maybe another year to build, plus another massive check coming. Guy's won a national championship or two, so been on a roster for a couple. So, I mean, he's going to get a massive check for something.
Oh, yeah.
Does he like football?
No.
I think he needs to prove that. I think that if I was a team that was thinking about paying Carson Beck to go either in the NFL or in the transfer portal, I've seen too many photos that shouldn't be leaked. I don't like that his privacy is getting exposed in this thing. And it might all be AI, and then he should address it if that's the case. All of it might be fake, but it's like there's a real question on whether or not the guy is like obsessed with football. Some of the things he said, you have to wonder, like, okay, is this... He played good whenever he played good. Lost Brock Bowers, lost Ladd McConkey. That's going to do damage to anybody. Gunnar Stockton, I guess, is the guy going forward down there in Georgia, or somebody else that they bring into the Georgia Bulldogs, because obviously they didn't appreciate an early exit. But that Notre Dame team just beat the hell out of all of them.
Yep.
Carson Beck, transfer portal. He could be your quarterback.
He'll be a hot commodity.
Coming to a town near you, definitely.
Maybe how much will he get? He'll get 2, 3, 5 mil. Like, is that what's the going rate? I don't know.
With the salary cap thing too, I have no idea, because I think there's a lot of April 8th. There's a chance that a lot of these deals are going to not be
null.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people know that. So they're saying, hey, all of this needs to come before April 8th. So now there's an even more wild, wild west with a sense of urgency about, like, hey, these deals now need to look like this. Joining us, ladies and gentlemen, a man whose tweet we just read, and also the authority on college football, ladies and gentlemen, Pete Thamel.
Yeah, Pete.
How you doing, Pete?
I'm right around the corner in the bowels of this fine stadium, Pat.
Well, welcome to the stadium. We've been here since this morning. It's been an honor to open this place up today.
Yeah.
Happy Orange Bowl Thursday, Pete, to you. There's some news coming out of the college football world. On 3 reported, I believe, that there's a potential flu situation with Notre Dame. Is that true?
I've been told the flu, which had been lingering around there and impacted Bo Collins in the last game, Pat, is not going to have an impact on the game tonight.
Okay.
I got hard pushback from sources at Notre Dame when I ran that by. I don't think we will see anyone of significance miss this game tonight or have an impact on the game at all.
Okay, the sports books feel the same way as you. Not much movement other than on money line goes from -118 to -110, I believe, even though Notre Dame remains favored by 1. And then what we were just talking about there, Carson Beck, who initially stated that he was going to the NFL, now entering the transfer portal. Are you allowed to do both? How's this work, and what do you expect out of the Carson Beck decision?
Well, if you remember, Cam Ward did this last year, Pat. Remember, he declared for the NFL draft and then did a U-turn and went to Miami. And my quick brush on making some calls on this today is that Miami would loom as the favorite for Carson Beck. They right now don't have an incumbent starter at quarterback. Mario Cristobal has shown an affinity from the success that Cam Ward has had to have an established guy come in. There obviously is going to be the lingering issue of Beck's elbow, which would probably cause him to miss part of spring. We might have to adjust spring around him. So again, that's not confirmed or done, but I think if you're handicapping where he could go, that would certainly be one of the options. Texas Tech has been pushing hard for a starting quarterback as well. So I think that they could loom in the background here too. But look, Carson Beck is going to be a healthy Carson Beck would be a top of market quarterback. He's a frontline starter who did not obviously play great this year, but he has first round talent. There's a lot of belief in him. Remember the poll we did at Cal that morning had, I think, 5 of the 20 NFL scouts that I talked to thought Carson Beck was the best quarterback in this draft on October 5th, I believe it was. So there is a strong talent base there, and there will be a market for Carson Beck, especially when you funnel it through the fact that the quarterback needy places really need them now, because there won't be there just won't be a lot of high-end quarterbacks left in the market.
We talked to Lombardi earlier, the general manager of North Carolina. He said the draft is becoming a senior draft because of how much money you can make through the NIL and through the revenue sharing that's coming in college. So it might keep people in college longer at these high-profile positions, especially if they're not projected to be top 10 anymore or something like that. What is a market for a quarterback like Carson Beck? How much money? Is that millions? Like, what is the number you think in most cases?
Yeah, I would say that, just to give people context, that an average power conference starter is in the 700,000 to a million range at this point. And your high end guys, I've heard numbers eclipsing 3 million this year in this market. We're at and Ty's going to get excited because I'm going to use some big words here. We're at a odd confluence in the market, Pat, where the places that had large NIL stashes, now basically these guys can double dip. You can unload all the NIL money you had because you have rev share money coming. You'd mentioned the date where that's supposed to be formalized by Judge Wilkins. So right now it's almost like the market is flooded and guys are getting overpaid. And so I would think that, Carson Beck over $2 million would just be my general estimate, would be about the market where he has. And it's just exponentially bigger than it was a year ago.
That's awesome. I hope Carson Beck gets his money. Good luck to him. And thank you so much, Pete. Can't wait to watch you tonight on College Game Day, 6 p.m. Eastern, live from the Orange Bowl.
Thanks, Pat. See you soon.
All right. See you, Pete.
Go get him, Pete.
Yeah, Pete.
How much